Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day here today. If you didn't already know, the new Labyrinth season has gotten dropped, and today I want to give you my quick review on it. I really want to know the community's opinion here too. I'll break it down and talk about Labyrinth for you, and like let you know what it looks like this season, okay? The thing that I want to ask, and I just want to know from you, again, I'll give you my opinion and just give you my take on it, but I want to know how you feel about this, okay? It could be good, and I could be just complaining about nothing, but the way I looked at it when I first saw it and tested it out, I wasn't too, like, damn, that is sick. That is like a great season. Theoretically, last season was okay, okay? The entire difficulty was not there, and that's the point. They knew that players were really mad with how they kind of designed it, which, again, it's understandable, right? People were just like, I can't get the gems was the whole point of it. The first one was, Summer Merlin was annoying, okay? You're correct. The community is correct. NETMARBLE was completely in the wrong there. That freaking Merlin literally gave you like the biggest advantage in the world, okay? That is true. With the second season, maybe it was a little too easy. Still fun, anybody can complete it. With this season, I think they found a little bit of a better area. Today I'll talk about it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Let's jump into it. So first thing, they actually switched how they handled this season first off, right? Before anything, before we talk about how difficult it really was, first thing, they actually updated the main area, okay? So when you take care of the entire thing here, basically when I was playing it, I recorded a part of it where I was showing it off, but I'll just try to edit that right now, to where there's a chest, yeah? And this chest is now randomized, so they added sort of a new layer of RNG to where you could like, and this happened to me, which is super annoying. I got 3 chests in a row giving me heals when I didn't need heals. These chests can be a character. These chests could be a level up, a super awakening thing. It could be a revive. It could be anything. These chests are randomized, right? It's just a random drop. I don't know if it's a passive. I haven't gotten one yet, but super freaking annoying thing, right? So they added a new layer of RNG, and they also kind of switched it up, right? So in comparison to what it was prior to this, you had a path, right? And the whole thing is like, oh, this path has the most usage. That was like an entire data, data point they released in one of the dev notes saying like, oh, this path was the most used path because it was like the most path to victory because of what the path actually had. Their goal to resolve that was make it randomized, so there is no real path. You don't have to follow a path per se to complete it. Yes, in some format, okay, in some format, you do have to follow a path where, you know, you have to, get through, to the character picks to get a character, right? That is what you have to do. You have to pick that path specifically, but other than that, trying to like, oh, I have to prioritize getting health right now, let me switch the paths. More of that has been removed because the chest exists, which it's like, oh, I need a character revive right now. I really need an awakening. I get a level up, right? So that's the new thing they added. Second, if you're going off of just purely you want to hear, is it hard or is it not? I'll be honest, okay? It wasn't too difficult. In comparison to the first season, hell no. That was like Summer Merlin, Droll was annoying. Even like the end of boss was annoying. Other than that, it's not like that at all. I think the bosses this time are pretty easy. And again, you literally have to understand that if you want to reset and keep getting Red Gother, most likely you're going to keep getting further and further just because, you know, attack ceiling is really good. And a quick little hint, and this is a tip that I'll give you, on the Matrona boss, you can attack seal. On the second boss, which I believe is King, right? It's King. It's like, I think Ragnarok King. I think he looks like Ragnarok King, but I don't know. It's King. That's all I know. So again, with the entire like path system being removed, I really can't, like in my both guides, I give you an ideal path to follow. That can no longer happen. Again, it's semi a path you can follow. It's just not as much because the chests exist, which add a new layer of RNG. Again, the bosses this time are pretty easy. The thing is, like before the second boss, if you lose a character and they go first, you're losing. There's no shot you win. And then if you go against that boss with like a wrong team, there is no shot you're winning. It's basic common sense in the Labyrinth. But if you're wondering, oh, you know, am I going to get demolished? Do I need Summer Merlin? No, that's not the case. Definitely though, if you had expectations of what Shield Hero was, it is by far way different. It is not Shield Hero. This is a little bit more difficult, but still, I don't think like, oh my god, I can't play it, I can't beat it. It'll take you maybe a few tries to learn the characters, but like the ideal teams, I would say, you have to pick between the first 3 is like Bond, Meliodas, or Merlin. I would definitely, or not Merlin, Elizabeth, right? But I would definitely say that your best bet, if you want to like kind of win, would be go Bond, because he has a bunch of lifesteal. He's really good, and then he actually carried me to the very end. So for every other character, he died but at the end, but still he carried me till the end. So I would recommend if you want to go a character, Bond is definitely the best bet. There's also Blue Demon Melee, which has Pierce and AoE, so he can clear some of the stages pretty fast. If you can get Goth's rank up, you can keep attack disabling them and then just destroying with Melee, which is he can apply corrosion and all of that. So there is that. You know, both things work. Fully up to you, though. Fully up to you. But again, mainly the reason I think we're losing in comparison to the Season 2, I think Season 2 was like similar difficulty, but Kizuna just made it so much easier. I think that's what it is. Kizuna was just a carry. I didn't try without Kizuna because it's just Kizuna was the best. Like, she was the best. But again, this is now not even Season 3. This is Season 2. So the way they did it is it's not exactly... that one isn't like actually in this. It doesn't exist. It's just, it was there as a special time labyrinth. So it was never supposed to be that easy again. When they do another collab in the future, I'm guessing not on a rerun collab, but maybe like a new collab, we could see instead of a storyline, they go down the route of doing a labyrinth, which is cool. I think it's cool. You get 30 gems in labyrinth versus a story in collab. Again, the collab story is more entertaining, but still, it's semi better, I think. The 30 gems is good. Okay, the 30 gems is juicy. But yes, throughout everything, I think they are taking the feedback a little bit well. I don't know yet if the entire passive thing or like the removal of, or like the added RNG with the chest is game breaking or like bullcrap. I think it's just all right. It's like, it's not like too bad. It doesn't make me like triggered at all by any means. It's just like, hey, why? Like, why do it? But it's theoretically fine. If you just get a little bit of luck on the side, you could get a stronger character before going into the final boss, or you could just get completely shafted, and literally 3 times in a row I got a character heal when I did not need a character heal. That is like the worst thing that can ever happen to you. So this new added layer of RNG is like, it's all right, but it's like, you know, they could have left it out. Still, overall, easy labyrinth. You'll have fun with it. When it drops to global, I'll have a full guide for you. The best teams, the best units, and all of that. So there's nothing really too scary to look forward to. You don't have to like panic and say, I'm not getting the 30 gems. You will get the 30 gems. It may take you a few tries to learn the passives and everything. And I'll let you know, I literally walked into the final boss with like maybe 5 passives max. I literally avoided every passive stage just to stay alive. And it wasn't even like I got that great of passives. I got like the worst passives possible. Literally one of the passives was basically like, you have to run with all different elements of the team. And my team was literally just green and 1 blue. Like, I was like, bro, come on now. So the passes that I did get were pretty garbage. Again, there's also a bunch of actually decent units that might, let me say that, might pop up for you if you are playing it like that. And then I'll say this now, okay? If you find Zarathos, if that is a character that you do find, I highly recommend, and I will be very honest with you, I highly recommend you try to grab him. That man's carried me through so much of the story, or of the entire thing. It is not even funny, okay? It is genuinely not funny how much he carried. So just keep that in mind that he's genuinely good, okay? I'll stop saying genuinely now. That's it. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. That's been it from me. That has been the quick just talk about the season 2, not 3. This is season 2 of Labyrinth. Again, not season 3 theoretically or technically, because that season doesn't count. They said they literally titled this as season 2, so just keep that in mind. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Have fun, stay safe. That's been it for me. Overall, an enjoyable season. Labyrinth is good for whatever you want to say. I enjoy it, but maybe you don't. So different opinions. Please don't hate me for it. That's just my opinion. Peace out and enjoy.